overstay your visa in the Philippines, it is indeed a criminal offense, and it might put you in a lot of trouble. You can face a jail time, you can be deported and banned from coming to Philippines for life. So I'm taking that very, very seriously, and right now I'm going to one of the visa companies that I'm using for years right now. So they pick up my passport 3 days ago from my house, and 3 days after my visa is renewed and is ready to be collected. Also my ACR card, but about that the owner himself is going to tell you a little bit more details about the card and what's the benefits of having that card is for us foreigners here in the Philippines. Normally what would have happened, they would have just dropped it off to my place with the visa and the ACR card, and it wouldn't be a problem. But because of that vlog, I want to go there in person and introduce you to the owner of this company, to the CEO, and my dear friend at the same time. So let's go and let's see how much does it cost, how long does it take, and what you need to do to join in the JRC visa tourist extension program. Because if you're gonna overstay your visa, you won't be able to meet people like this. Hello? Say hello.
Hello.
See? Very nice blog. Every time, everywhere you go in the Philippines, the people are very chatty, very happy and very positive. Unlike in Europe. Europe. Shithole. Shithole. That's what it is. That's why the people moving to the Philippines. For the positivity. Right? Hello.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Very well.
Good to see you.
Thank
Have a
you,
seat,
brother.
please. Passport,
Thank you, bro.
ACR,
Thank you so much.
and the receipt of your extension. So, unfortunately, we don't have stickers for now. So, the tourist visa validity is indicated in your sticker. Right.
Perfect, fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to tell my viewers how dangerous it can be if you overstay your visa here in the Philippines. If I wouldn't know, by the way, if I wouldn't know that my visa is expiring, because they contacted me before. It's like, bro, your visa is expiring. I was like, oh, really? So I would be in a deep shit right now. What kind of benefits do I have having that ACR card?
We need to understand what's the ACRI card. So, an ACRI card is an identification of your visa issued from the Bureau of Immigration. So, there are a lot of types of ACRI cards.
Okay.
I think I mentioned to you prior to recording this video.
Yeah.
Is like
Yes.
spousal visa, tourist visa.
Yeah.
Let's talk about tourist visa first. That's the most common one. It's an identification. It does not do so much. It's temporary visitors visa.
Right.
That ACR is for. There are banks that allows you to open a bank account using that ACRI card.
Yes.
But on general context, the Central Bank of the Philippines is requiring banks for foreigners to open a bank account for a permanent ACRI card.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In some banks you can open as a foreigner bank account, but some other banks you need to have a spousal visa, which is actually like permanent visa to stay here to be able to open the bank account.
Correct,
because the reason that I need to open the bank account, my debit card is expiring very soon. So I have two options. Either I'm going to withdraw loads of money, and in every single transaction I need to pay 250 pesos commission from the ATM. Regardless if this is from my bank, from like British pounds, or even if the money is converted to pesos, you still need to pay that every single withdrawal. 250, sometimes 300, 350, depends of where you are, but 250 is the minimum that you need to pay every single time. The maximum amount of money that you can withdraw is 10,000 pesos, which is not that much, as you can see already, right? And if you need to withdraw significant amount of money, you need to do it again and again and again and again. And 4 times you withdraw that money, 1,000 pesos you just leave as a commission.
Sure.
For no reason whatsoever.
That's the withdrawal fee.
Yes, withdrawal fee. Yeah. And with this card, I'll be able to open the bank account here, so I can transfer the money from my bank in England to the bank here in the Philippines, and I can withdraw money from, let's say, BPI, because the BPIs are absolutely everywhere here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Without any commission.
Yes.
So I already save money on every single withdrawal.
Sure.
And I can pay with this card in any like restaurants or any other services. How long is the first renewal for a tourist visa?
First extension is only 29 days.
29 days.
Yes.
So you come into the Philippines, you got 30 days, right? And when you come into the Philippines, you need to show them the return ticket at the immigration. So once you land in the Philippines, at the immigration, they're gonna ask you to show them that you have already booked ticket out of the country, regardless, wherever you're from. It can be Hong Kong, it can be Thailand, wherever. but you need to have that ticket booked as a proof that you're going to leave the country within that 30 days.
Yes.
Can you avoid it somehow? If I can contact you from the other country saying like, okay, I'm coming to the Philippines, I'm staying here for 3 months, but I want that extension straight away.
It is a government requirement, so technically you cannot do away with that.
Okay.
You can only do away with that once you have the permanent residency.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's the option.
Okay. How long is the second renewal?
You can actually have the option to have it 1 month or 2 months
Oh, okay.
after the first extension.
Okay. Or is it cheaper if you're gonna do it like 2 months straight away?
2 months straight away, like it will save you not that much, but probably between 500 to 1,000
1,000 pesos. Okay, so it's still saving money. If you plan to stay here, obviously it's better to do it once for 2 months instead of doing a month and then another month once again.
Correct.
What you can do, come to Philippines, then you're staying for 30 days, and then you leave the country for 24 hours and coming back to the country. But you need to buy the ticket to go somewhere, right? You need to get to the airport somehow, so you need to pay for a Grab.
Yes.
You need to pay for a ticket. You need to get there, yeah. For all of that travel, obviously you're going to buy something to eat, something to
Yes,
drink, etc.,
correct.
etc.
Yes.
And then you need to come back. So pretty much the 24 hours of the hassle, but you would have to do it every single time.
Yes, correct.
And the tickets are not that cheap.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And then once you're coming back again, you need to have return ticket again.
Yes.
So you're paying for a ticket, let's say to Hong Kong, right? And then on the way back, you need to book another one in 30 days.
Yes.
So they allowed you to enter the country.
Yes.
So it's so much hassle, because I was thinking about it, and so maybe I'm gonna go around it, but it's so much hassle that it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not worth it. First
Not
of all,
worth it.
money-wise. Second of all, the
Time.
effort and time.
Effort and time. I would love that.
Yeah. By the way, if you're gonna come to JRC visa, as a Backpack&GO viewers, you're gonna get free 30 minutes consultation about the visa.
Yes.
So they're gonna help you and they're gonna define what kind of visa you're gonna need. And then 30 minutes free consultation about
Real estate.
the real estate.
Yes.
How many people do you know that actually has been scammed?
A lot.
Over
They buy property
yeah.
and they don't have the title. Basic. They've been promised that everything is okay. Title is there.
Okay.
They pay the money and they have only the deed, the sales contract,
Oh.
and they assume that they own the property.
But without the paper on your hand, you cannot say
No,
you can't trust anybody here.
I hate to say that, but sales contract does not connote ownership. Title is. Start the conveyance or the transfer of the ownership from the buyer and from the seller to the buyer.
Okay.
They lose money, man.
A lot?
A lot.
A lot of money.
I had the census recently this year. Out of 10, 30% are good, 70% are problematic.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that often?
Yes.
ACR card. Would you recommend every foreigner that coming here and staying for a couple of months to have the ACR card?
Not recommend. It is mandatory in the second extension.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, so you have to have it on the second
Yes.
extension.
The immigration will actually charge you for that. Common scenario for that is once you process that in Manila,
Yeah.
you can get that quicker. Like less than a week, you have that.
Oh, okay.
Once you process that outside Manila in Bureau of Immigration offices, you probably get that a month or two. Why? The only printing of that ACRI card is only here in Manila.
They don't send it that quick, let's say?
Because they're sending it by batch. As you all know, like
Oh,
how many tourists do we have? Let's just say 1 million.
yeah.
And then they process cards, 1 million cards. So
Oh.
it's the logistics of sending it, sorting it out, actually, it adds up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So the best way to do the second extension is actually to come here to Manila personally.
Process it in Manila.
Process it in
Yeah.
Manila.
You may come here, or you may have someone process it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say if I'm in Cebu right now, right? And that's my second extension. I have, let's say, 2 weeks until my renewal, you know, until my visa expired. And I'm contacting you saying like, Jay, I need my visa extension. What can we do?
That's the reason why we have this office here in Manila. So, that
So how you do it? Like, let's say I have physically my passport with me in Cebu City.
we're gonna send it over to Manila, your passport.
Oh, so you come in collecting my passport, and then I don't care about anything.
Yeah.
It's
Then
still going to be processed and it's still going to be on time.
Yes.
What's the let's say realistically the minimum time, like emergency time for a renewal?
Safe would be a week.
What can I do with that card? Let's say if the police gonna like pull me over and I don't have a passport with me, can I just show that card and stuff? And
That's
so-
your local identification.
Okay. Obviously, I cannot fly with it like within Philippines, obviously not, because I still need my passport.
No, you can fly.
You can fly with this?
Yeah.
You kidding?
Any identification within the Philippines, you can fly. It does not necessarily be your passport.
Really?
I have clients before, because applying a visa here, you need to submit the physical passport.
Yes.
And I have bumped into some foreigners. I totally respect them. JR, I cannot just give you my passport.
Yeah.
And I told them, I'm really sorry about that. It's a requirement of the government because they cannot process the transaction without your passport because they're gonna scan it.
Yes.
And what they do, we actually have a photocopy of your passport.
Because of what you have here, you have that chip that they need to scan once. Sometimes when you're going out of the airport, then you're scanning and scanning your face, then it opens the gate for you, right?
Do you wonder you don't go to immigration and you have your picture here?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Also, they scanned it from my passport, so that's the okay. Because I was thinking, I was like, you don't require me to get
an ID picture. Yes.
Yeah. How much does it cost?
Roughly, immigration cost would be around, for the first extension, would be 3,000 to 4,000.
3,000 to 4,000.
In that range.
Okay.
The second extension for 2 months roughly would cost you around 10,000 pesos.
Around 10,000.
That includes ACRI card.
Not including. It
includes
the ACRI
This is
card.
roughly between 3,500 to 3,800.
Okay.
This card.
So the second extension, 10,000 pesos.
Yes, roughly.
Okay, and you save for 2 months. For another
save
2 months.
for 2 months.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean the Philippines is flexible, and I totally adore you when you say like, "Hey, bro, I want to do everything legal here in order." That's very important because not all foreigners have the same thinking as you are.
No, I don't want to mess it up because I simply want to build a future in this country. Yeah. And I love Philippines. I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to upset the government, especially government here. In every aspect of my life, I'm trying to do everything legally, as legal as possible, and just keep it legal. Otherwise, I wouldn't sleep well at night.
Exactly.
Like I would be worrying that someone's gonna kick the door open and drag me out and put me with Vitaly. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that, brother. Yeah, you don't want to be banned from this beautiful country. Definitely not. Definitely not. Especially if you have some inclinations here. If you got some friends, relatives, or even your girlfriend. Because what are you gonna do? That's banned for life. Goodbye. See you later. You know you're not gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
Once it's gonna be in your papers, it's gonna be in your papers. Goodbye.
You'll have that record.
Yeah. So you're gonna save tiny amount of money, but your head's gonna blow up because of the stress and problems that you can face in the future.
Sure.
So definitely don't overstay your visa.
Exactly. And you have a lot of visa options. When you're married to a Filipina, just to name a few, spousal visa. If you're married and if you want independent status, like not hook up to any marriages or any working stuff, you can have the retirement visa. Like if you're 40 years old and above, you can do that. And if you're younger than 40, there's still an investor's visa. So there's a lot of visa options here.
Right.
But you can actually start to immerse yourself. You start with the tourist visa and check places where it fits you well.
Yeah.
And then you can take it from there.
All right, just so you know, my first extension, because you've done my first extension, right?
Yeah,
and the second extension...
In Cebu.
In Cebu.
Yes.
I was in Cebu. I pretty much shit my pants because it was like, I think there was like 10th of November. And I thought that my visa is until the 15th of November. It was 15th of December. So one of his men came to in Cebu. I went downstairs, I'm giving him my passport and he's checking my visa and I'm checking it too. And I was like, oh. And there was a date like 15th of December. And I was like, I'm so sorry, brother, that I've just bothered you. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm going to do it next month then. So I bothered him. Pay attention, because if you're going to be as unorganized like me, that's why I need you, brother. Because I'm so unorganized with everything. Because vlogging takes quite a lot of time. Sure. Planning everything takes a lot of time. Booking everything takes a lot of time. And, you know, if you're adding stuff to it, obviously you're going to forget about things. I don't want to do that. I definitely not with the most crucial part of staying here, which is the visa.
Yeah, when you know what, when I came to the office yesterday, I look after your extensions and it's done, okay. ACR is tomorrow, okay. I message you what's my plan is. I'm gonna send it over to BGC to you, but you mentioned that you're coming over, which is also good because this is also one of the things that a foreigner can also validate. There are a lot of agencies out there, especially in social media. They're putting advertising, and you verifying their existence, that they have a physical office, will be additional assurance for you.
Exactly.
That they're not a fly-by-night. It will validate the effort that they're doing for you.
I've checked it as well, like on the internet and stuff, and some of them are cheaper and stuff, but you don't know. This is your passport.
Yes.
This is your passport. You need to give it to them. So you need to trust them.
True.
You need to be able to track them up.
Yes.
If something's going to happen to your passport, how are you going to leave the country? What are you going to do?
True.
In this case?
Yeah.
If they're going to just run away with your passport and just take you as a hostage, saying like, you need to pay me money to give me to give back your passport.
Then you're screwed up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If something's cheap, it can be good.
It's the convenience, it's your time, it's your effort. You came to the Philippines for a reason.
Yes.
That reason you should fulfill.
You come in here for the different purposes. You don't really either work. In my case, by the way, subscribe to my channel because I'm not getting any money from that YouTube. Okay, I'm broke and homeless. Please support me. But some people coming here, they have a remote jobs, so they can work from wherever they are in the world and stuff, and they have a privilege to do it. Less effort is better for me, because everything you can do simple. What's the real estate market? How's the real estate market doing here in the Philippines?
The real estate market is a bit challenging this time because we have vacancies, but there's still buyers buying. But there are a lot of things that they need to understand. They need to understand how equity works, how pre-construction works. They need to understand also what are the things that they really need to fully decide. That's buying from the developer. What is if you buy from an individual? That's also a different new thing.
Okay.
And when you buy a portion, that's also a whole new different things that you need to look after for.
Yeah.
And mind you, I have always said this on our channel as well, like we will be the person that will say to you, walk away with the deal because there's a lot of red flags. We will not say all to you everything what you wanted to hear from us.
Yeah.
But we will actually give you what's the reality. And some people might hate that. We know that what we're doing is for you, not for us.
You have great reviews everywhere, like on Google Maps and stuff. Because people, like even you can see on all of those posters and all of the videos and stuff, and all of the foreigners that had a visa or bought the real estate with your help here. They're all happy, and I know some other content creators that actually been dealing with you, and they're happy as well. So I didn't hear a single negative thing, which is a good thing, and that's why I want to, because I don't do any collaboration with other with other brands, and I always say no. If it's not good for me, it's not good for my viewers.
Yes.
My standards are high, and if that's going to meet my standards, that should have meet the standards of everybody else.
Yeah.
If you need a visa, this is the man you need to see. JRC visa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Good to see you in Manila.
Good to see you. I don't have to go to Cebu anymore. And then I have this, so I can stay here and I know you for a little longer.
So next time, we'll pick it up and we're gonna send it back to you. It's either in VGC or Makati.
Perfect.
Yeah. You know where to find us.
Yeah, I do. Now I do. And it's easy as that.